Do you ever find yourself wondering what it takes to create a successful career as an investor? What are the essential ideas that possess the potential to assist you in accumulating wealth and achieving financial stability? In this video, we will discuss the 6 fundamental rules of investing that every individual who is interested in investing ought to be aware of. You may navigate the complexities of the market with the help of these timeless principles, which will also assist you in making decisions that are well-informed. If you are prepared to learn the art of investing and take charge of your financial future, then you are ready to get started. To begin started, let's dive in and find out these fundamental guidelines together. Seeing folks shift from the left side of the CA quadrant to the right side of the quadrant is one of the things that I enjoy doing the most. When compared to the transformation of a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly, the process of transitioning from being an employee or self-employed to being a business owner or sophisticated investor appears to be somewhat analogous. The process is time-consuming and frequently calls for a complete shift in both one's mentality and one's actions. Understanding what to do in the event that you suddenly find yourself in possession of a greater amount of money is one of these shifts in behavior. Whether it comes from an inheritance, a raise or bonus, or some other source, the temptation for those who are on the left side of the quadrant can be to, at best, adhere to conventional counsel regarding money or, at worst, to spend it on liabilities such as automobiles or vacations. The typical advice that you could receive is to either continue to live below your means or to increase the amount of money that you contribute to your 401k. The fact that I do not support either of these subjects is not something that should come as a surprise to anyone. Investing in assets that generate cash flow is the foundation of the rich dad principle, and if you are experiencing a sudden influx of fresh money, now is the ideal time to put it into action. However, in order to accomplish this, you will need to have a fundamental understanding of the rules that govern investing. The following are 6 of them that I have learned to master from my wealthy father. Learn to analyze risk and return, which is the 6th fundamental rule of investing. To become a great investor, you will need to have the ability to differentiate between risk and return. The example of a nephew constructing a burger stand was provided by the wealthy father. If you had a nephew who had an idea for a burger shop and he needed $25,000 to get it off the ground, would it be a great investment for him? I responded with a no. The reward is not worth the amount of risk that is involved. What if I told you that this nephew has been working for a large burger chain for the past 15 years, that he has been a vice president of every essential area of the business, and that he is ready to strike out on his own and develop a worldwide burger chain? Very good, answered the wealthy father, but what if I told you that? What if for the low price of $25,000, you were able to purchase a 5% stake in the company? Would you be interested in that, if I may ask? I responded with a yes. Unquestionably, because the amount of risk is proportional to the amount of reward that is gained. Investing in one's financial education throughout one's entire life is necessary in order to learn and grasp the rules of investing. Nevertheless, these fundamentals will get you started. It is up to you to decide where you want to go from here. The 5th fundamental law of investing: good bargains attract money. As a novice investor, one of my primary concerns was how I would generate funds in the event that I discovered a lucrative opportunity. Rich Dad reminded me that it was my responsibility to maintain my concentration on the opportunities that were in front of me and to be ready for them. If you are prepared, which means you have education and experience, and you find a good deal, the money will find you or you will find the money, said the wealthy father. If you are not prepared, you will not find the money. What Rich Dad was trying to say was that obtaining the money was the simple part. The most challenging aspect was locating a fantastic offer that would attract the money. This is the reason why there are so many people who are willing to donate money to a smart investor. What I refer to as other people's money OPM is something that is worth gaining a deeper understanding of. Rule number 4 of basic investing: always be ready. People, for the most part, attempt to forecast what will occur and when it will occur. Nevertheless, a genuine investor is always ready for anything that may occur. According to the wealthy father, a good opportunity will pass you by if you are not prepared with education, experience, or extra cash, or if you are not prepared. After that, Rich Dad continued by saying that it was of the utmost importance to not try to forecast what will occur, but rather to concentrate on what it is that you desire, to keep your eyes open to what is occurring, and to seize opportunities as they present themselves. In order to accomplish this, continuous education and application are required. Rule number 3 of basic investing. The investor is either the asset or the obligation. It is a common misconception that investing is risky. The fact of the matter is, however, that the investor is the one who is taking the risk. There is either an asset or a liability in the investor. A wealthy father shared his experience, saying, "I have seen investors lose money when everyone else is making it." In point of fact, a good investor enjoys following in the footsteps of a risky investor because that is where the really good deals in the investment world can be found. Investing in your financial education is the first step you should take if you want to transform yourself from a risky investor into a competent investor. As a component of your education, you should begin with your investments on a small scale, learn from your mistakes, and then gradually increase the size of your investments. This is because there is no substitute for actual life experience. For the purpose of developing your financial intelligence, you can also play games that imitate investing, such as our free CHHL online. The second fundamental guideline of investing is to transform regular revenue into passive income. In the beginning of their lives, the majority of people begin by earning a consistent income through employment. In order to begin the process of accumulating wealth, it is necessary to first recognize that there are several other forms of income, and then to convert the income you have earned into these other forms of revenue in the most effective manner possible. Wealthy father drew a straightforward illustration to demonstrate this point. That, in a manner of speaking, replied the wealthy father, is all that an investor is supposed to do. It's as simple as it can possibly be. I do not advise people to put their raises into a 401 core to live below their means, which is essentially the same thing as saving money. This is because of the reasons stated above. Instead, I advise them to pay themselves first and then invest the money in assets that consistently provide cash flow. In a nutshell, leverage your paid increase to generate passive income. Rule number 1 of basic investing is to be aware of the type of income you are working for. Money is the only thing that most people think about. The fact that there are several types of money to labor for is something that they are unaware of. My father, who was wealthy, instilled in me the idea that there are 3 different types of income. Typical earned income is money that is typically obtained via a job in the form of a paycheck. As a result of the high taxes and the fact that you are exchanging your time for money, it is the income that is subject to the highest taxation, making it the most difficult to accumulate wealth. The amount of time you are able to put in at work will determine how much money you are able to make. The income that is generated by a portfolio is often sourced from paper assets such as stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. It is the second highest income that is subject to taxation, and due to the poor returns, it is somewhat difficult to develop wealth with it. Passive income is typically earned from distributions, royalties, and real estate investments. It is the income that is subject to the lowest tax rate, receives several tax incentives, and is the income that makes it the simplest to accumulate wealth due to the fact that it combines low taxes with the possibility of unlimited returns. The advice of a wealthy father was, if you want to be wealthy, work for passive income. Thanks for watching. If you found these investing tips valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on mastering your finances and investment strategies. See you in the next one.